few things are certain in this life. However, one thing is for certain. Whenever a new Doctor Who episode is on the horizon, we'll be sure to see at least one video from a certain video maker by the name of Bolstrk, who says that no one is watching this show and no one cares about it, yet persistently makes videos talking about it for views on his YouTube channel. You work that one out for me because it's got my brain scrambled. Yes, that's right, Bolstrk recently came back with another banger of a video talking about how Doctor Who is going to ruin Christmas, brackets, again. You know, I would say, if all it takes for you for Christmas to be ruined is one bad Doctor Who Christmas special, I'd suggest living a little bit more. I mean, Doctor Who Christmas specials haven't always been great, but I still enjoyed the years they were on. But this is by far one of the funniest Bolstrk videos I've seen, because he has literally nothing to work with here because the episode isn't even out, so all he resorts to is complaining about literally nothing and the wording of an article. That's it. That's all he's got left. So I just wanted to point and laugh at this video for a little bit. Subscribe if you're new, that'd be appreciated. Follow me on all the socials, let's just get right into it. Also, be warned, this guy shouts a lot. One thing I want to point out as well before we get into it is just how low the view count is for Bolstrk's YouTube channel on this video. 2,700 views in 20 hours for a channel of his size is not good. I frequently do better than that in my first 20 hours and I have half the sub count. So yeah, I just thought that was worth pointing out before we start with this. Also, it's only 5 minutes long, which just shows you how little he has to say. He can't even stretch it to 8 minutes to make those juicy mid-roll ads.
Hi there, how y'all been? It's been
I've been good, thank you, Bolstrk. How have you been?
Too long. I've been great. Can't say that for this dumpster fire train wreck of a
How long did that take? 5 seconds? We're 5 seconds in. We've already got the word dumpster fire.
franchise. Things just ain't so jolly in degenerate land. Doctor Who Christmas special unveils new teaser
Oh, by the way, he just calls things degenerate when they have, gay people in them.
pictures of Dr. Nutty and Princess Positivity. Who's excited?
What's the deal with the nickname Princess Positivity? That's another thing. If you haven't seen a Bolstrk video in a while, he can't call characters by their character name. He has to come up with sort of vaguely derogatory nicknames for them, but half the time they don't even make any sense. So for example, he called Ruby or Millie Gibson Princess Zumi, and the joke there presumably is just she's a Zoomer or she's Gen Z. With this one, the joke of Princess Positivity just seems to be her name is Joy and she seems happy a lot, which is weird considering that these lot's issues with people like Brie Larson is that she constantly looked unhappy. So Bolstrk, do you want women to look happy or not? I'm genuinely confused as to what you want at this point, pal.
Well, I can answer that. Nobody! It's time to get festive, people!
Nobody is going to watch it or care about it, but yeah, you're still making a video talking about it. So what does that make you, sir?
Festive? What places are you sticking what things today? I can assure you, there is nothing festive about gross degeneracy.
Where is the degeneracy? No elaboration, no substantiation, just baseless rhetoric.
Many of intriguing announcements to mark Doctor Who Day. That's still a thing? How is that still a thing? This show...
Well, you see, Bolstrk, just because you kept saying that the show was going to get cancelled year after year after year doesn't mean it actually did. It's still going. And if something's profitable, it's still going to get merchandise announcements.
Show's a corpse, and they just keep coming. Insert joke about running poop. Excitement for the sci...
I love a poop joke. I really love Bolstrk's comedy, you know. It's really just the peak of humor.
Fi Series 2024 Christmas special has been steadily building for a while. Has it now? Has it really? And now we have a flurry of new first look images from this year's episode. Joy to the world!
Why did he say joy so aggressively? Also, yeah, we'll get to this in a second, but what was the need?
Remember that cackling sociopath that based her attempt at destroying everything on Joy before having her ass handed to her by the man that makes these people cry?
If you're so happy about that, mate, why don't you make videos about how awesome you think Donald Trump is? Because this clearly doesn't make you happy. You sound angry, man. Why don't you just make some videos about how much you love Donald Trump? If that's what you love, go for it, man. I won't watch them. Most people probably won't. But hey, at least you'll be happy. Also, aren't you Canadian?
And the rest of us smile. Yeah, that's joy.
You don't sound like you're joyful. You don't sound like you're smiling. You sound miserable.
Watching y'all be miserable. Joy to the world. That lady isn't so joyful anymore. She's quite miserable. And drunk. The teaser pictures were
I have
shared
very little else to say on the United States election other than, Bolstrk, you got your guy in charge. Surely you should be happy, yet you're still bitter for reasons I don't understand.
by the official Doctor Who X account. It's still there. Didn't these people run off to report each other on Blue Sky? What the?
I mean, look, I'm on Blue Sky. I have not seen a single instance of that happening since I joined the app. Maybe it has, but I've not seen it. I also still have an X account, so...
What the hell kind of treat is this to a sneak peek at what's set to unfold for Dr. Nutty and Princess Positivity? Low ratings, ego trips, degeneracy, deviancy, lecturing, no pants, snowmans, evil white dudes, and plenty of saltiness, as well as
Evil white dudes. I love this one because I was thinking about this. Where were the evil white dudes in season 1? I've been thinking about this, because, like, Space Babies, no. It was the bogeyman who was the villain, even then he was redeemed. Devil's Court, Maestro was the villain, which I know that Bolstrk doesn't like that Maestro was there, but they were the villain. There was no white villain in that. If anything, the white men in that story, the Beatles, were portrayed as positive, and also were the ones that resolve the plot in the end. Boom, we have a very positive representation of a white male father. 73 yards. Okay, we've got one evil white guy, the Prime Minister guy who runs off at the end. There's one. Dot and Bubble does have a society of racists, but not specifically one evil white guy. Rogue, no evil white guy there. They're all birds, unless you count the birds dressing up as a white guy, then maybe. And then Legendary V Sunday and Empire of Death don't have one either. So that's one evil white guy. These people's victim complex is so strong that they see like one evil white guy and they go, they hate us all, it's the replacement, it's beginning. Bolstrk, quick question for you. Who's writing this episode? Follow-up question, what race and gender is he?
As the images on X, the BBC also revealed a striking and suitably festive promotional image for the episode pictured above. That's not festive. Dr. Nutty just looks drunk. Like that.
He's just smiling. I know it might be a foreign concept to you, Bolstrk, because you haven't done it in a while, but that's just someone smiling.
That lady that may or may not have a few clues as to what's coming up in the Christmas special. Really stupid pants. I mean...
Really stupid pants. The pants are so stupid, they're so big, and they look stupid. Hey, editor, me, quickly get some pictures up on screen of the second Doctor's trousers. And the 12th Doctor's trousers. This is the level he's at. He's just going, the pants look so stupid. He probably doesn't like that they're brown. He probably thinks that's diversity hiring.
Quit it with the attention-seeking attire, you preening jackass.
Ah yes, because no Doctor's outfits have ever stood out in a crowd or attracted attention ever. That's like most Doctor outfits. Also, I don't know whether he knows this, but it's not like Ncuti Gatwa comes into work one day and goes, yeah, I'll wear that. There's a costume department who selects the costumes.
Positivity, many cupcakes, and pies. With
Oh, there we go. How long did it take? 1 minute 58 seconds to get a fat joke in there. Woo! We did it. He held it off for about 2 minutes. This is all these people have at this point. Pants look stupid and woman is above average weight. That's all they've got. There's nothing left.
Dr. Nutty and Princess Positivity smiling, that's just gas from celebrating all that positivity. They're surrounded...
Is the joke there that because, like, you think she's fat, that means that she farts more? I'm really struggling to understand. This man talks like a 4-year-old. It's actually mental. She farts because of positivity. It's like, speak normally, man, please.
Surrounded by a poster of Pompeii, theft of more plot lines, a cheese toasty.
Is it really theft, or is it just what we call in the business a reference? A reference to a previous story. Something that Doctor Who does again all the time. And also, is it really stealing if it was from your era in the first place? I mean, to be fair, I know Moffat wrote this one, but we're in RTD2, and the Pompeii episode was in RTD1. It's not stealing, it's a callback.
A cheese toasty. Wow, not too much positivity there. I think you've had enough. A cup of
Again, just joke there is she's eating too much, I think.
Coffee. A TARDIS mug. Coffee flavored with poop to match the general vibe of the show. And
you see what I mean? Like, he talks like he's about 5 years old. I don't know how anyone can find this enjoyable. I feel my, like, brain cells deteriorating as I watch this.
And a bauble. What the hell is that? Well,
Do you not know what a bauble is? How are you the age, whatever you are, probably in your late 40s at least, if not early 50s, and you don't know what a bauble is? Do they not call it that in Canada? I'll put on the screen quickly what a bauble is. They're the little ball things you put on Christmas trees. That's not weird.
well, it couldn't be Christmas without the ladder. Well then, where's Dr. Nutty going to stick this? How the rest...
you get it? He's gay, so he'll stick it up his ass. Ha ha, laugh.
of the object slot. Enough about slots. Jesus!
You're the one making it sexual. No one else is making this sexual. You're reading this and going, he is gay, therefore that bauble, he's gonna stick it up his ass. I'm starting to think with the way he talks about, like, Ncuti Gatwa, that he has a secret crush on him, but his internalized homophobia won't let him be honest about that. So instead, he just lets his fantasies out through these deranged rants. It's okay, Bolstrk. We'll all be happy for you if you're gay, we promise.
Nobody wants to hear that. Into the storyline, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, sorry, mate. Ain't nobody gonna watch this crap. As for the other images...
Nobody's gonna watch it, but I guarantee you'll make an 8-minute video telling us why it's bad.
Shared by the official Doctor Who X account, Dr. Nutty gets even more drunk, and his pants still look stupid. We'll see...
They're literally just normal trousers. What? I don't get it.
Dr. Nutty and Princess Positivity looking shocked. Nah, that's just confused, and drunk, and wondering where the cheese ball is, as they appear...
Get it? Cheese balls. Because fat. Haha. This is just so lazy. This is so nothing. Why do people get any enjoyment out of this? I don't get it. For the record, I think you can dislike Doctor Who just fine. But this isn't critique. This isn't analysis. This is just going, look guys, the trousers look stupid. Also, he's gay, which is bad. Also, look, she's not conforming to my female beauty standards. Ha ha ha. And that's it. That's all this has to offer. It's empty. It's hollow. It's nothing content.
To be exploring some kind of underground area with nothing but a torch in search of some white dudes to cancel. Also,
you have to make yourself the victim so much, you will just create plot lines that aren't there. Like, we have seen no evil white guy in any of the promotional material for any of this episode at all. There's not been a single evil white man in any of the footage we've seen, yet you pretend that, oh, they're probably looking for an evil white guy to cancel. No, that's just what you think they're doing because your victim complex is so strong.
Let's not talk about what Dr. Nutty likes to do underground. What could be waiting for them?
Yeah, and I think that's just another gay joke.
Down there. White dudes! No! Trump! We know there'll be a Trump reference!
Probably not, because this episode was written before the election. And even if there were Trump references in the Capaldi era as well.
Harder, freaks! We don't yet know, but from the expressions on their faces, it comes as quite the surprise. No, that's just one of his only 2 facial expressions. Another image, also...
I find it weird to go after, like, Gatwa's facial expressions, because again, you can not like him as the Doctor, you can not like his era, whatever. But, like, the man is probably one of the most, like, expressive Doctors in terms of, like, how much he emotes. In fact, that's one of the main criticisms people have, is that he's too emotive. So saying that he only has 2 facial expressions kind of feels like having your cake and eating it.
Also teases Jonathan Harris's briefcase-wielding Melnock the Silurian coming face-to-face with the Doctor. Yeah, I'd be freaked out too, with the pair appearing to have a...
You'd be freaked out by seeing the Doctor, what? Because he's black or because he's gay? Which one is it? Or is it both? It could be both. I like to imagine that, like, if, like, Bolstrk is shopping at, like, a supermarket, he sees, like, a black guy at the till and he's just, like, sort of, he's, like, taken aback. He's, like, cowering in fear, like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. He's like, no! Zoink, Scoob! A black person!
Civilized conversation while a confused Princess Positivity looks on. So, she's a moron then.
What do you mean she's a moron for looking confused? I think we'd all be a bit confused if a green lizard man came into our hotel randomly with a suitcase. I think that's a fairly normal thing to feel. What? If you saw a lizard guy in your hotel, you'd go, yes, this is actually completely normal, and I completely understand why he's here because of my superior intellect.
Return of the Silurians was teased in a recently released clip of the Christmas special when Princess Positivity was confronted in her hotel room. Given where this fanfic franchise has gone lately, nobody wants to know what went on in that hotel room.
See what I mean? It's all he thinks about. He's thinking about what Ncuti Gatwa was doing in a hotel room. I think there's a secret love affair there. I think he secretly fancies it.
The reptile-like humanoids first appeared in a 1970 Doctor Who serial, Doctor Who and the Silurians. That show this is not. Well, we don't know
it is, though.
Exactly how the Silurian will slot into the action of the episode. Stop talking about slots!
No one's talking about them other than you, mate. I promise you. No one's talking about them other than you.
You do know that the character is named Melnak, and he will be played by Sherlock star Eris. And I care about this why?
I mean, it's an article that's job is to relay information. You don't have to care, but it's just useful information to have.
Exact plot details for the episode are being kept tightly under wraps for the 5 degenerates that are pretending to be excited.
And you, who's going to load it up the second it comes out on Disney Plus to drop your video on it.
Well, that doesn't mean that there haven't been hints dropped along the way, like massive turds falling out the back of a massive elephant. The episode has been...
He really does have the eloquence and command of the English language of, he's basically just a modern-day Shakespeare at this point.
Been written by former Doctor Who showrunner William Moffat, who has decided to give up any dignity and self-respect he has left, who recently teased some
And again, real quick, what is William Moffat? A white guy.
Who recently teased some details about what's coming in Joy to the World. No, that would have been when this got cancelled, but people even stopped caring about that a long time ago. Speaking to BBC...
Has the argument now evolved from Doctor Who's going to get cancelled any second, guys, because it's so bad, to people care so little about it that they can't be bothered to cancel it? That's quite fascinating, because they know that they've been hammering in this idea that Doctor Who's going to be cancelled any second now for 7 years. So now the narrative's had to shift from that to people care so little that they're just going to keep making it, which of course makes absolutely no sense. But when has this ever made sense?
BBC South Wales, Moffat revealed, imagine in the far, far future...
Also, it doesn't say South Wales, it says Southeast. Southeast News. Bro can't even read.
That a hotel chain got hold of the idea of time travel. What's the first thing a hotel chain would do if they had time travel? Don't know about them, but I'd try to delete the past decade. They'd
Get it? Because modern day bad? That's it. That's all this man has.
Realize they had an opportunity to sell all the unsold nights in their hotel's history. Oh good. Then they could see Dr. Nutty and his stupid pants over and over again. Oh, this is going
to... Yeah, you want to see Dr. Nutty and his pants over and over again. That seems to be what you want out of this.
Be wonderfully terrible in all the ways
Based on what? Based on a couple of images of him smiling and his trousers being too big and his companion not complying to beauty standards that you want. That's it. That's it. That's all you've spoken about in this. You've not spoken about any of the dialogue in any of the teasers. You've not spoken about the storyline. You've spoken about nothing other than pants look stupid and he's gay. That's it. That's it.
We don't intend. What a glorious sloppy mess. And that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and join me on the Spacebook podcast every Saturday where we talk about fun things. Link is in the description.
No, I don't think I will.
And with that said, piss off!
Another absolute banger from Bolstrk there. But yeah, I just wanted to play about a bit in this video. This isn't going to become a regular thing where I respond to these types of videos. If you want more of that content, I highly suggest DTDW Reacts, one of my favourite channels on here at the moment. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. See you in a bit.